I am Johnny Massacre and welcome to my world. Tonight, an activist in Ireland is exposing the extent of the refugee illegal immigrant crisis over there, videoing the various camps around Ireland and confronting the illegal refugees in a manner you will never see the mainstream media do. Let's check out what he's doing. Who is with me? Give me a hell yeah! So this guy called Audit Activist is doing the job that the mainstream media should be doing, and he's going around Ireland documenting the extent of the illegal migration crisis. And some of the videos on his account are absolutely shocking, and I'm going to share them with you now. If you want to see the unseen truth behind the migrant camps in Ireland, watch on. So make sure you give this guy a follow. He's called Audit Activist, and he currently has 14,000 subscribers and climbing. So this video is insane. There's a migrant camp which is, it used to be some kind of hospital, I believe, and it's been taken over by migrants, and he's filming the migrants coming out, and you can see how many of these people are actually in Ireland. And these migrant camps are cropping up all over Ireland, being funded by the taxpayer dollar, and every single one of these migrants is military age fighting men. So if you want to understand the scope of the illegal immigrant crisis in Ireland, let's start by watching this video by Audit Activist. Check this out. The little highlight at the beginning, giving you a taster of what's to come.
Go. Why you won't go anywhere? Go. This is my country.
Okay, your country?
Yeah.
Okay, go enjoy.
Oh! You have a car, lads. Touch me camera and I'll blade and knock you out. Touch me camera and I'll knock you out. Get your hands on.
What camera?
Okay, so that's like a little taster. So let's see what we've got here. He's time-stamped it. So the immigrants have cars in Ireland. Even I can't afford a car in Japan, but the immigrants in Ireland, they're provided with cars. Check this out.
Oh yeah. Oh! You have a car, lads. You have a car, lads. Nice car, lads. Hey. Yeah. Can't believe you have a car. Woo! Please go.
You can see the infrastructure being brought into the migrant camp behind them on the taxpayer dollar. Okay, see this dude's phone? His phone is nicer than my phone. So these guys are supposed to be fleeing war-torn countries. That's how they get the easiest asylum into Ireland. They say they're coming from a country like Palestine, but a lot of them don't have passports and purposefully throw their passports away and lie where they're from so they can come in. If these dudes are really coming from war-torn countries, why does he have a nicer phone than me? And why does he have a car when I don't have a fucking car?
End plates.
Okay, so the migrants get cars. So this is Audit Activist showing you what's really going on in Ireland. Here's another migrant. The next guy comes out. Is it a woman with a child who's fleeing a war-torn zone? No, it's a random Somalian dude who's got like newer clothes than I do.
Where are you from? Why are you hiding your face?
Who's hiding his face?
Somalia. Captain Phillips.
I'm sure these people are going to really enrich Ireland and make it more vibrant and really add to the economy. Okay, we got more migrants coming now.
Oh yeah.
I know there's some random dude on a horse that he just highlighted. We've got an illegal Deliveroo rider. So they're working in Deliveroo. Now, if there weren't loads of illegal migrants, there'd be more opportunities for the Irish to work for things like Deliveroo. But these people are also using Deliveroo, so it's making it more difficult for Irish people to get jobs. And as you know, the economy is terrible right now.
Electric scooter, lads. Nice.
He's got an electric scooter. I can't afford an electric scooter, and this illegal migrant has one. Presumably funded by the government.
Nice sunglasses.
And nice sunglasses for him. Wow, their clothes are kind of new. I wish I could have some new clothes, man. Can I get some government clothes? So this is the money shot of the whole video. So this migrant gets really aggressive and gets up in this guy's camera. Check this out.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this dude. This is definitely the kind of guy I would like to see walking out behind my daughter in a dark alley at 3 a.m. in Ireland.
What?
What?
Touch me camera and I'll blade and knock you out. You
What camera?
Touch me camera and I'll knock you out. Get your hands on.
What camera? What camera?
Get your hands on.
What camera?
Get your hands on.
القاردة.
Where you from? Where you from?
شو دخلك؟
This is really making Ireland amazing. These people are going to integrate so well into Ireland and get along with the Irish people and add so much to the economy, don't you think?
Where you from?
شو دخلك؟ شو دخلك؟
Where you from? Hey,
where
you from? Where you from?
What?
Get the f out of my face, man. Get out of my face.
Dude, the guy's got a chain. Like, what the hell is going on?
Get out of my face. Where you from, buddy? You're lucky I have my camera on you. This camera's for your protection.
So this guy's a freaking hero, citizens journalist, going into the belly of the beast, showing you exactly what's going on, showing you what the government will not show you, because you didn't vote for this, but the government are doing it anyways, and they're going to do it regardless of who votes for them. Whoever's going to get into power is going to do it anyways. It's a big globalist scam. It's funded by the NGOs. It's funded by the grant-giving organizations. We're going to get into that a little bit later on.
Hey, where you from? Where you from? You enjoying the free money? Are you? Enjoying the free money? Yalla yalla ya.
So these are the ungrateful people who are being funded on the Irish taxpayer euro, which is just insanity. So then there's also a part earlier that he didn't timestamp. There's a bus stop. You can see the kind of people coming into the country. Here's a bus stop near the Migrant Centre, and I'm sure these people are going to make Ireland amazing, vibrant, enriched. Let's check out what the local bus stop's like near the Migrant Centre.
Are we? It's just the camera. Are we? Just waiting on the bus. Oh. I'm in public. What? I'm allowed, I'm in public. You can take a video of me. Are you living in there? Enjoying the free money? Cool. Oh, sorry, it's alright.
Okay, so the guy leaves his trash behind.
I'll come with you now.
To play with me?
Is that your rubbish? Lads, is that yours rubbish?
Yes,
Yeah, you don't leave.
So yeah, making Ireland so much better. At the end, the guy has a drone and flies it over the migrant camp. You want to see what it looks like? Here you go.
That's right, he's letting into the country. As you can see, all the tents there, look. All the bloody tents. How's it going? All the activists there. Just flying me drone, having a look around, see what's going on in Crooksling here. As you can
This guy's a hero. This guy's doing what the mainstream media is supposed to do. The mainstream media have a job to be a check against tyrannical powers of the state and hold them to account. And all they do is support it. So this guy's a hero for doing what the mainstream media should be doing, who have far more resources than him and time.
You can see there's a lot of tents. Not sure how many they're fitting into a tent, but I'd assume at least 8 to a tent, 8-man tent. And as you can see, there's a lot of tents. There's buildings, there's cars.
So all of those tents are housing migrants. Look at that beautiful Irish countryside. Let's just put an immigrant plantation on top of it.
As you can see here in this little corner, there's 28 tents. And if there's 8 men to a tent, that's 224. There could be even more than that, just that little corner alone. That's their little setup anyway. And as you can see, it looks like they keep adding to it.
So that's what's going on in Ireland. What do you lot think about that? Looks pretty damn crazy to me. So Audit Activist, he's got loads of other videos where he's showing you like the extent of the migrant crisis in Ireland. So on this one, he finds a few migrants loitering around. Like these people making Ireland vibrant and enriched and amazing. And he thinks they're not from Palestine, but he's claiming that they lied that they're from Palestine in order to gain asylum.
What's starting? You in there? Yari? Where are you from?
From Palestine.
Palestine?
Yeah.
Are you really though?
Yeah.
I don't think you are.
What?
I don't think you are. You don't look Palestine.
So these guys are going to be the future of Ireland, according to our globalist governments. They're saying that they're from Palestine. The guy's challenging them and saying, you're not from Palestine, you're from Morocco. Later on, there's a migrant with a beer, and the guy takes the beer out of his hand because you're not supposed to drink on the street. This guy is basically the Batman of Ireland.
Yeah, shouldn't be drinking in public. No, give us it.
Or maybe that's not even an immigrant, which is even better if it's not, because this guy's applying the law equally to everyone he meets. He would have done it to a migrant as well, disproving the narrative that, you know, the mainstream media are going to throw at him, calling him like a racist or whatever, for just showing you what is going on in Ireland. So this guy's got other videos which are really awesome. So this is insane. This is a bunch of migrants near a convenience store, and they're all drinking when drinking in public here is illegal, and they're just turning the place into a dump. Check this out.
This country, and everyone country is everyone people's. I don't
Get out
speak
of my
English.
face.
He says this country is everyone's country. It's as if he owns it.
I don't
Get out
speak
my face.
English. Go.
No.
The illegal immigrant is telling the Irish guy to go away.
This is Ireland. This is my country. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
I'm not going anywhere. Get your hands off me.
Man, Ireland is in big trouble. So look, here are where all the migrants are congregating, turning Ireland into the place that they came from.
As you can see, a gang of men drinking and smoking.
Gang of men, not one female, not one child. And this is being funded on the taxpayer dime. Where is all that money going, bro? Other than, you know, to their cars and clothes and food and heating. Where is it all going, bro? People making mad money off this and destroying the country in the process, in my opinion.
I decided enough was enough and I just seen red. Make sure you subscribe, like and enjoy the video.
Now this guy is a fucking boss. Illegal immigrants being illegally housed by Ireland. He's going to confront the entire gang on his own. Is this the enrichment that you want in your country? Are these people going to add to the country, or are they going to take away?
What's going on? What are you doing? You shouldn't be drinking.
Boozing illegally on the street. All got mobile phones better than mine.
You shouldn't be drinking, lads.
Turning it into a shithole. This is how they treat the countries that they come to. Some of them anyways. I'm sure there's some who treat it well, but these are the videos that I'm finding online. I'm not finding many videos showing these illegal immigrants treating Ireland well.
Guards are on the way, lads. What are you sitting here drinking for?
I don't drink.
What's all this? Is there drinking in public, lads? Drinking in public.
This is a disgrace.
You're proud, lads. I say, as I saying in that hotel there.
Because the country where they're from, there's no benefits at all, and the standard of living is incredibly low, and there's no public healthcare system. So if they come over here and they get free stuff, even though compared to an Irishman who's used to a higher standard of living, it's not that much. To them, it's way more than what they're used to, and so it's actually a much better standard of living.
What?
And the cost of funding these people and the infrastructure goes up all the time. So that means the people of Ireland are going to have a worse standard of living as their cost of living raises to support these people. Welcome to forced socialism, everyone. Guess what? Mass illegal migration was just a way to force through socialism.
What are you looking at? What are you looking at?
This guy's a boss.
Fucking drinking in public. Hey, he's gonna talk now. And he's gonna talk to me. What are you looking at? I'm asking you a question. What are you drinking in public for?
I don't drink. I only says you see I drink.
There's fucking beer underneath your drink, under your chair.
Beer see.
Yeah, don't act stupid with me, pal. Don't fucking act stupid with me. Enjoying that, yeah? Taxpayers' money. Taxpayers' fucking money.
I don't drink. You see I drink.
Taxpayer money funding economic migrants, illegal migrants, who are not going to add anything to your country, presumably, to booze on the street and break the law. Well done, Ireland. I hope all the NGOs got rich from your taxpayer money.
I'm gonna come down here every fucking night to make sure you aren't here. I don't give a fuck. You spitting at me? You spitting at me? Get the fuck out of here. What are you gonna do? I'll be back down tomorrow. And the next day. And the next day.
This guy doing more what an entire Irish police force refuses to do is to sort this shit out on his own.
Famine house.
Why you take with me for...
Why? Because you're drinking in public.
You see, I drink.
You're fucking sitting with them. You're in that company.
I only sit, I don't drink.
That's loitering. Look where you're sitting. There's families over here.
I don't drink.
I don't give a shit. It's not happening on my watch.
Mate, God bless the Irish.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It's probably burning that as well. There you go. It's going in the fucking bin.
I don't drink.
If only 1% of the population had the balls that this guy does, we wouldn't be in this problem.
We're back again. What? What's say? What? What's say? What's say?
So you've seen, you get the gist of it there. That guy, absolute hero.
Go. Go, I'm not going anywhere.
Bro, this country, and everyone country is everyone people's.
No, it's not everyone's country. No, it's not everyone's country. This is Ireland's country.
I have not problem.
You are a problem. You're a big problem. Sitting here drinking when there's families around.
No drink.
Well, you're sitting with them.
Only cigar smoking. Only. No drink. Yeah. This is not problem. No problem.
It is problem. I'm gonna keep coming back. I'm gonna keep coming back.
Audit activists, make sure you subscribe to this dude. So, we talked about this yesterday. If you want to know why this is happening and where the money is coming from, it is coming from your government. Your government is funding NGOs who get paid to clothe these guys, house these guys, educate these guys, feed these guys, give them money, give them benefits. Your government is paying for it, and grant-giving organizations like Opening Society Foundation are funding this stuff. We're going to get onto that in 1 second. But if you want to see how bad the migration crisis in Ireland is getting, let's go on over to the official Irish government website and see the migration numbers per year. You can see here population and migration change in Ireland. What do you think is going to be? Do you think there's lots of non-Irish coming into Ireland? So 2024, we have got 4,544,000 Irish citizens and 836,200 non-Irish citizens. 15% of Ireland is not Irish. That is insane for a country with only like 5 million people. That is freaking insane. Total population, 5,300,000. 15% and growing. If you want to see how really crazy this is, 833,000 people in Ireland are over the age of 65. So they're all going to go soon, and they're basically being directly replaced by non-Irish citizens. So all the people who are dying who are Irish, like the older people are all going to be Irish, right? Because there wasn't mass migration in the heyday of these people. When all of the old Irish people die, they're being literally replaced, literally, by non-Irish citizens. Look at those two totals there. That is insane. That is completely insane. And it says here that 34,700 Irish left and 30,000 return. So more are leaving than more are coming in. But what does this number mean anyways? When if you're an illegal migrant, if you have a kid, they're noted as an Irish citizen anyways. Okay. So that was for 2024. Let's look at 2023. How many let's have a look at the immigration. So you can work out here how many foreigners like came into Ireland. So 2024 was 836,000 non-Irish citizens. And 2023 was 757. So in the space of a year, you basically had 80,000 non-Irish come into Ireland. 80,000. Let's look at 2022. You had about 50,000 non-Irish coming in 2022. And then you had another 50,000 in 2021. So you can see it's going up. 2024 is the highest amount. It has nearly 80 to 90,000 coming in. And you could keep going back and looking at the statistics, and they're fucking mad, the amount of foreigners that come into Ireland. So let's look at 2020. 2020, the data is presented like a little bit differently. Okay, so 2020, let's go down a little bit. It says, in 2020, of the 85,400 people who immigrated to Ireland, 33% were estimated to be Irish nationals. So 66% of the people who immigrated to Ireland in 2020 were foreign. 66%. Now let's look at 2019. The pattern is constant. In 2019, they said of the 88,000 people who immigrated to Ireland, 30% were Irish nationals. So 70% of the people who came to Ireland in 2020 were foreigners. All right, let's go to 2018. We can keep going, bro. Back to 2003. Okay. So in 2018, of the 90,000 people who immigrated to Ireland, 31% were Irish nationals. So Ireland's natural born population is decreasing, and Ireland's foreign population is increasing, and there's migrant camps popping up everywhere with military age fighting men, and if you try to stop it, you're going to be thrown in jail. That's what's going on in Ireland. So make sure you go on over and follow Audit Activist at Audit Activist on YouTube if you want to stay up to date on what's happening there, because the same pattern is happening all over Europe and the Western world. It's happening in America. You've got loads and loads and loads of economic migrants come in. You've got loads of NGOs and grant-giving organizations like the Soros Open Society Foundation funding these people and getting rich off it. It's happening everywhere. If you want to see what's coming to your country, if it's not that far ahead, go check out Ireland, and you're going to be very well informed indeed. So there's so many videos of crazy things going on in Ireland, of the enrichment and vibrancy brought by illegal migration. So Michael O'Keefe is one of the best X accounts for this. I suggest to follow him if you want to know what's going on in Ireland. This video was found yesterday on X. He says, shocked locals chase migrants away who've been using illegal fishing methods in Irish waters. So illegal migrants like casting nets into Irish waters to illegally catch fish.
2020 this. There's about 50 of them. They're falling out of it.
Fucking scumbags.
Look at this. 5 foreign migrants. Look at this.
They're alive. Get them out.
Yeah, I know.
Get me the
Look at all
fucking
this.
knife.
Look at all this. No wonder there's no fish in this lake.
Thank fuck I fucking caught that.
Look at that.
I fucking caught this.
that.
Look at the enrichment being brought to Ireland, everybody. Lots and lots of it. So you've got Michael O'Keefe highlighting this video from a woman who's from Africa who's claiming asylum and demanding a work permit, who's saying, you cannot refuse me a work permit, you cannot cage me. Okay, let's see what she's saying.
Having a work permit as well. The work permit is a very, very big problem to us. We're having a mental health with this work permit.
Yeah.
They don't allow us to work, they don't allow us to contribute in tax. They really don't want, they want us to rely on the 38 euro, which is,
How?
to me, it's useless.
How?
We didn't come for that.
You didn't come for 38 euro.
I was earning more than 38 euro, I don't know for a day or how long. But I really didn't come for 38 euro. You cannot refuse me a work permit. You cannot cage me in the direct provision.
So you come to a country, you cannot refuse me a work permit, you cannot cage me. Bro, that's like me going on holiday to Japan where I live and saying, just demonstrating, you cannot refuse me a work permit, you cannot cage me. But I'm a fucking guest in your country. It's like coming into someone's house and demanding to have all the fridge in their food. It's insane. The amount of entitlement and disrespect is insane. People in the West are usually very good natured to the point of, you know, it's suicidal empathy, as Gad Sad coined a phrase, where they're going to help someone and it's going to hurt themselves. But this is just insane. This is like crazy. But this is the kind of stuff you're seeing in Ireland. There's a video here, again from Michael O'Keefe, where it's a Pakistani immigrant, and he says, we come here illegally from Pakistan and they provide us with food, clothes and everything. And Michael O'Keefe says an illegal migrant explains how he paid $15,000 to be trafficked into Ireland, which is just crazy.
How come illegally? How it works? Illegally, yes?
Yeah.
Illegally, so there he admits.
We come here like illegally.
Illegally, yes?
Yeah.
How come illegally? How it works illegally?
Illegally, like we come from Pakistan.
Sorry, yeah.
By Iran and...
By Iran, and that like Turkey, Iran, and that's the end. Come here like it takes 5 months to 1 year to come to Ireland.
1 year. Some people came.
Some people came. Some people it takes a long time for people.
And I usually take like 5.
It usually takes 5 to 6 months to come here to Atlanta.
How much is the cost you to come?
Like it's cost.
Costs $15,000 to $16,000 to get trafficked into Ireland.
15?
Yeah.
$15,000.
Yeah.
Oh, basically you just you lost your paperwork. Is it documents? When
So you lose the paperwork and documents. Or do you have a document when you come here? No, they don't have a document, and yeah, they get food. They get like
we want to work and.
Let's see, want to come here, make our life better. Come from Pakistan for a better life. We come here illegally. Yeah, so they say the warranties are very good. They come and they help us in different ways, like they provide us with food, clothes, everything, like shoes. So you're paying for that stuff. Okay. So like they say that it improves the economy, but actually these people are obviously economic migrants and they're taking away from it. It's very, very simple. So there's loads of crazy stuff going on in Ireland. You can go find it on X. TheLiberal.ie says a number of migrants refused to leave a property after being evicted. They were reportedly forcibly removed and a fight ensued. So you can see here immigrants fighting after being forcibly removed from a property and blood on the ground there. These are the kind of things we're bringing into Ireland. Michael O'Keefe highlights a video of migrants from Afghanistan who gathered in numbers to plant their flag in what he says is a brazen display of dominance in Ireland. Would you go to another country and plant your flag there? Does that look like assimilation? Another video he highlights in Dublin of an African man harassing and attempting to physically attack a young Irish girl at the bus stop.
That's what you are. Idiot. For the pit of it. Do you think you have to more than me? What phone do you think you have? I have iPhones. Whose phone is more than you? Poor, idiotic, Irish idiot that you are. I cannot help. You think you have something to offer to the world.
Yeah, okay. Don't approach me. Do not approach me.
Shut up. Your cousin, don't ask help.
No, I don't, and I'm recording.
And a drug addict, that's what you are.
He's drunk out of his head. Them two lads are after being ignoring him, but he's just giving me shit because...
Dude, I'm sorry, but like these people are not going to enrich your country. Like people from war-torn countries, a really, really low standard of living, just taking random people in from that kind of place, it's not going to make your country better. There's obviously a small percentage that will, but most of them are not going to. I'm sorry, but it's just not going to. You have to vet people. It should be like a sports team, in my opinion. They should have to pass various tests and interviews and show that they're going to add something to your country, at least on paper. Adding these randoms is not going to help your country. And how are these people going to integrate with the Irish? How is this going to happen? These are vastly different cultures. I just cannot see it happening. I cannot see it working. Here's another one from Michael O'Keefe. He says there are currently 2,577 homeless male asylum seekers roaming the streets of Dublin. Think about that for a second. 2,577 strange foreign men. And it is men, because of all the migrants we've seen today, I've only seen one woman. Men who threw their passport away or crossed the northern border to gain access to our country, our home. Okay, so here are some of the...
Oh, very Middle Eastern looking lads. Alright lads, what's the crack? Is all good?
Like, are these people enriching your country? Are these people going to add to the economy? Or are they economic migrants? They're just always going to be on benefits. You tell me.
Looking lads. Alright lads.
If you had to bet.
What's the crack? Is all good? Good.
Here's some tents housing migrants in Ireland.
The Grand Canal, look at this.
Near the Grand Canal. Lovely. So, now we're getting onto why this is happening. Something we touched on yesterday when we discussed NGOs and the Open Society Foundation. So Michael O'Keefe said on X, the UN is recruiting a resettlement project assistant to help migrants find housing in Ireland. 15,000 homeless Irish people have to compete with an infinite amount of foreigners fronted by the UN. So here's a career opportunity on the UN's website for a project assistant to help migrants resettle, illegal migrants resettle. 1 year fixed term, responsible for undertaking. The project assistant is responsible for undertaking movements activities. So that's some Orwellian language there. Movements activities means giving us a reason, giving us an excuse to get your tax money, get access to it, to house illegal people. So if you Google Open Society Foundation Ireland refugees, Open Society Foundation being arguably the biggest grant-giving organization in the world that funds illegal migration, you get a wealth of links which will lead you down the rabbit hole as to why this is happening. Follow the money. People are getting rich off housing these migrants. For example, on the Open Society Foundation's website, we have this headline: a new model for refugee resettlement, which is just what we're looking at, puts people first and gathers support. So they say in this article on their website, on Monday, July the 16th, ministers responsible for immigration from Canada, the United Kingdom, Spain, Argentina, Ireland, and New Zealand issued a statement fully endorsing the concept of community-based refugee sponsorship. So they are not only funding these people with your tax money, but they are asking you for free to donate to bring those people that I just showed you to your country. Crazy, crazy stuff. This is why it's happening. We've got the Open Community website, and this is an Irish NGO, and they say the Open Community CLG engages and supports people all over Ireland to welcome refugees into their local communities, which is nuts. So these people are getting Irish people's tax money and spending it on refugees, on all the things you just saw: accommodation, food, clothes, mobile phones, electric scooters, cars, transport, money, beer. They're even buying them alcohol, as you saw here. They say the Open Community empowers both communities and refugees. Empowering. Today it was so empowering, right? All the videos I showed you. They say they are dedicated to promoting, enhancing, and developing community sponsorship across Ireland. Community sponsorship, y'all. I'm going to give you some community sponsorship. These euphemisms just mean illegal migration that give us an excuse to get rich. Okay, so they say they provide support to refugees. They need a lot of your tax money to support those people so they can buy beers and have cars. Well, lots of Irish starve. They also say they mobilize a diverse range of individuals, communities, and organizations to welcome and support refugees. Translation: we take your money and we launder it through the migrant industrial complex. And check this out. Look, it's so easy to find out why this is happening. They say we work in partnership with the Irish Refugee Protection Program. Go and Google that. See how much money they're getting in the form of grants and government handouts. UNHCR, I believe that's the United Nations High Commission for Refugees. They are using government taxpayer money to bring these people to your country. They also work with DORAS, the Irish Red Cross, the Irish Refugee Council, NASC, and Amnesty International. Amnesty International, one of the biggest NGOs. All of these people get rich from planting and supporting refugees in your country. Massive bonuses. Their sons' paintings are definitely bought by people in government, just like Hunter Biden's were. So go down the rabbit hole yourselves. This is why it's happening. All of these people make a lot of money off refugees. It is big business. Without this refugee crisis, they'd all be out of a job. And how you need trillions of dollars to support this. Why do you think people are supporting it, the NGOs? They get trillions of dollars, dude. They destroy your country. Tyrants always do that. They get rich. Just look at any tyrannical country. Let's go to, I don't know, number one, North Korea. People at the top, fucking rich. Rest of the country is destroyed. Now apply that framework to Ireland. You can see what they're doing. So all these people are funding illegal migration in Ireland. Again, the Open Community, one of the biggest NGOs for supporting refugees in Ireland. Local welcome, global impact, they say. They say with community sponsorship program in Ireland, communities will be supported to provide direct assistance to refugees settling in their locality through a structured program backed by a unique collaboration between government. Look, they're telling you what the plan is. United Nations High Commission, Refugee Service, and NGOs and civil society. Look, here you go. This is why it is happening. They're telling you. Government, UN, NGOs, and activists. These people are making loads of money. They need to provide support and direct assistance and help settle refugees. How many billions of euros do you think it costs to settle a refugee? They are taking that money. That is why this is happening. It's all there, people. It's all there. Never forget this. These are the people who are doing it. Government, UN, NGOs, activists. So there's millions of these, but the thing is, I need to show you them all because you can easily find this all yourself. You can easily find it yourself. So, Global Compact on Refugees. So you saw these are the people behind it. You saw in the last article, UNHCR and the UN Refugee Agency. They have what's known as an Open Doors Initiative, which is on the globalcompactrefugees.org website, where they employ refugees. So they need money for HR, human resources, training, vehicles, bonuses, seminars. They need millions of euros to do all of these things to help the refugees, and they're not going to pocket any of that, I'm pretty sure. Unbelievable, huh? So there's so much, so much information online showing you where this funding is coming from. And yeah, governments and NGOs. So I could go on and on and on. There's just too many videos to show you today. I'll just tell you what's kind of in the chamber so you can look it up yourself. There's videos of migrants saying we don't want laptops, we don't want driving lessons, we want asylum. So they're being given laptops, they're being given driving lessons for free. This guy, look, doing the cutthroat symbol. This is a new migrant to Ireland, revealed by Michael O'Keefe in a group. And some people who are protesting them or hanging around outside, exercising their right to assembly, have upset them. They don't like to have people see what they're doing or who's funding them, and he's doing the cutthroat symbol. Every single one of these migrants is a military-age fighting man. And we've got migrant camps being set up all over Ireland, and when people film it and they want to know what's going on, the Gardaí, which is the Irish police, start getting quite aggressive and
We're walking!
doing things like this.
Back off the road, folks. Come on, back off the road, folks. Back off the road.
So there's massive commotion here when the Irish are congregating outside migrant camps trying to find out what's going on, and the police are kind of strong-arming them away. We've got propaganda in the media, courtesy of organisations like RTE News, who say almost 2/3 of people, 64%, agree that Ireland should welcome people who move here to make a better life for themselves, according to a new survey. So RTE News is funded by the Open Society Foundation. Sorry, indirectly, because that poll that said 64% of Irish people want to have refugees was conducted by a pro-migration NGO who was funded by the biggest pro-migration NGO on the planet, Open Society Foundations. I told you yesterday, this is the locus of all of these refugee problems. They fund all the smaller NGOs who will create propaganda like what you just saw, and who will house and clothe them, and house and clothe them. So when you do see this propaganda online about how people support it, it's often funded by the people who make the most money out of the refugee migrant complex. Michael O'Keefe shows you the size of a migrant complex in Ireland. He says, update, the migrant camp has doubled in size. This enormous site will be home to thousands of foreigners located straight across the road from a residential area. So it's going to be huge. In the lovely Irish countryside, we're going to have thousands of economic migrants, of the like you've already seen. And Michael O'Keefe, we're going to end with this, says, if you don't think it's strange that there are massive migrant plantation sites all over Ireland which are guarded by foreigners, you're the problem. This is surreal. See, there's a migrant going in there.
Visitor, yeah. Back up.
So the migrant who's been given a job to look over the migrant complex, who's guarded and supported by the police, is calling for backup if the Irish people go to have a look and see what's going on. So audit activist over on YouTube is exposing the migrant industrial complex in Ireland. We've looked at today why this migration is happening. Just follow the money. People are getting rich because in order to support these migrants, they get access to billions of dollars worth of tax money. I'm Johnny Massacre, and if you're just joining us, we've been discussing the death of Ireland, the cultural and economic death of Ireland due to mass illegal migration, and the government being implicit in it. But if you have been watching from the beginning, then stop your grinning and drop your linen. Donate some cash and let's keep winning. Streamlabs.com/Johnny Massacre. The more you donate, the more of me you're going to get. So I had some good news. I think I had a $100 donation from Lan Tran yesterday, which is much, much appreciated. You're an absolute sweetheart. Really appreciate you, Lan. Lan has donated about $300 in the last month. So what can I say? I'm ultra grateful for that. So yeah, let me see if I can find the donation. I haven't put it into the bar yet, but I do see it. I can't see where it's gone, but I did see the donation came through yesterday from Lan Tran. So thank you very much, keeping me alive. So now I'm only about $120 in the red. So if we can get another couple of $100 donations in this month, I can pay my rent and I can stay in Japan, which would be amazing. Unfortunately, I don't get the benefits that the illegal migrants of Ireland do. I don't get the car, I don't get the phone, I don't get the clothes, I don't get the beer, I don't get somewhere to stay for free. I don't get it. So if you could be my benevolent NGO and help enrich Japan and make it more diverse and vibrant with my presence, your donations will be hugely appreciated and will go very far, because unlike many of those refugees and economic migrants, I will actually produce something that will make society better and educate and inform you. Don't worry, you don't have to spend the time doing it, because I'm going to go down that rabbit hole for you. You can donate on streamlabs.com/Johnny Massacre, patreon.com/Johnny Massacre, or paypal.me/give me a hell yeah. And if you leave a comment with your donation, I will be sure to read it out for you. Thank you everyone for joining today. We have 15 concurrent viewers. Brad W with the eye emoji. Mark Hatfield in dem comments. How is it going, Mark? Any tasty donuts recently? Mark Hatfield says, I guess we're in the wrong business. Purple says, that man must be protected. He's obviously talking about the YouTuber there who was revealing what's going on in Ireland. What was his name again? Audit activist, I think. He says, that man must be protected. He's going to end up getting killed trying to defend his country by covering this. My thoughts exactly. Protect that man. What a hero. But the guy knows the risk, and he's an Irish patriot, so I love him. Mark Hatfield says, I agree. Reminds me of California. I was watching a video yesterday talking about the downfall of California, and it was talking about Santa Monica specifically and showing how that has gone downhill since 2016. Warning, spoiler, too long didn't read. If you vote in Camel Toe Harris in November, my American friends, the whole of America will resemble the socialist state of California and its socialist districts like Santa Monica. There's a Santa Monica crepe pancake store in Harajuku, and it looks all cool with neon and it's all pink and blue, and they don't have their business up to date because there's no illustrations of drug-addled homeless people on its signage. Mark Hatfield says, brass balls. Wolfenhouse says, oh, Johnny boy, the pipes are calling. Interesting. Red Spectre says, always stop by for truthful reporting. Hello, Red Spectre. Are you new here? When did you find the channel? Red Spectre says, have you seen the stuff going on in Colorado? Yeah, so there's Venezuelan gangs who are taking over, just Venezuelan ganging and taking over apartment complexes and extorting the residents for money like they did in their country. If you import people from crime-ridden countries, you're going to get more crime. Japan has no crime because Japan has no history of crime, and Japan doesn't import many foreigners. Even if you imported shitloads of British people, you would get an uptick in crime in Japan because British people commit more crime per capita than Japanese people. If you import people from countries with shitloads of crime, you're going to get even more crime. And these are the uncomfortable facts people don't want to hear, because we're living in this Marxist framework where if you say anything about anyone who could be perceived to be oppressed, then you're an oppressor and someone has an excuse to bully you. But let's not be ideologically compromised here. Let's just be real and give the facts and talk about the pressing issues of the times. Okay, so that's pretty much it for today. Ireland, I'm sorry to see what's happening. I'm pretty much in the only country in the world where this isn't happening en masse, Japan, but there are little signs of it happening. So I'll just ride the wave until it crashes and I get eaten by the metaphorical great white shark of mass illegal migration. Where will there be to go once Japan falls? Let me know in the comments. I hope you lot are well. Once more, please consider donating via the donation links in the description box, or if you're watching and not listening, to the right of my head, and I will much appreciate it. Let's keep going, my friends. Much love, take care, and see you tomorrow. Cheers.